What's going on, everyone? Celtic Survivalist here. Thanks for stopping in and checking out the channel. I'm a new channel to YouTube, guys, so any help you can give me, any love you can give me, that'd be great. We're going to be doing any subscribe and likes, that would be awesome. For following, that'd be awesome. Any love you can give, that'd be great. So, we're going to be doing some fun stuff on this channel, guys. Okay, so my reason for starting the channel up quickly was just because I've seen a lot of people out there talking about prepping and bugging out and World War III and all this stuff kicking off right now. And people inside know there's something's going to happen. So they feel instinctively they got to get prepared and get out there. And I commend that. You want to do that. You're right for feeling that way, okay? But there are some people out there that are leading you down a wrong path. So I thought it would be fun to review and rate them out of 1 to 10. So that's the scale, guys, 1 to 10, okay? And I'll be reviewing and rating them. And when I rate you, I'll review where they went wrong and how it doesn't work, okay? Any of these videos I'm doing, I'm watching them with you. Now you're going to ask me, what's my experience at this? Well, I've been living in the bush and being in the bush my whole life, okay? In 2012, I walked from Ontario to British Columbia through the bush. It took me 6.5, 7 months. It's fully documented, which I'm going to do a whole show on that, explaining what I saw, all the different things that happened. A lot went on in 6.5 months in the bush, I'll tell you what. Okay, just this last year in 2023, 6 different times I went out for about a week at a time, sometimes just for the weekend, like 4 or 5 days, 4 days, sorry. Um, but I was off in the islands, a very treacherous area to go out camping, and I was looking for something, but I went out to some rough areas. I've got actually some of that on film too. So we're going to be doing some videos on that. I'm going to be going over some videos on how to properly do bug out bags, properly what to pack, how to pack your bag correctly, what to expect in the bush, like the real stuff, guys, not this fake stuff you're being told, okay? So no more talking about that. Check out my channel, okay? Celtic Survivalist, guys. And if you wanted me to do any videos, that you want some help with anything, guys, just feel free to let me know. My email will be in the link. Just check it out. Send me an email or put something in the comments, guys. And again, any love you can do with the channel would be great. So, okay, here we go. Citizen Survival Plan. That's who we're reviewing today. Okay, I don't know this guy. Never seen any of his videos before. Don't know what to tell you. All I'm going to replay right now is his short, the one that I saw while I was doing dishes. And he made this short, and I was like, man, this is a bold statement this guy's making. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to show it to you, and let's just start her up, okay? I'm learning this editing and stuff, guys, so bear with me, please, okay? Please bear with me. All right. Yeah, here we go. Again, bear
Hi,
with
I'm here
me.
to tell you why your bug out bag is stupid.
See?
YouTubers all across the internet talk
It's
about
a
bug
bold
out bag
statement.
this, bug out bag that, but the reality of the situation is you're not going to drag a bag out into the woods and live by the river and forage for berries for 6 months. You're going to need real
Why not?
emergency
I
equipment,
did.
especially if you have children. I have
Okay.
an emergency playlist and I'll link it below.
All right, so there you go. Nothing's changed. That's just what it is, right? All right, here we go. Now we're getting into his video. Here's this video. The video is called 15 Crucial Items for Your Beginner, right? I don't know what that means. I guess, oh, for beginner emergency preparedness kit, hashtag emergency. Okay, gotcha. So this is 15 crucial items for a beginner emergency preparedness kit. Okay, so this guy's going to walk us through it. So let's get in it. I'm going to review and rate it. So the scale is between 1 and 10, guys. That's the scale. 10 being like you couldn't have built a better bug out bag, and number 1 being you're a effing moron and you shouldn't be talking. Okay, if you get a 0, I don't even know if I can give a 0. I think we should bring this scale to 0 to 10, okay? Because you could do a 0.2. All right, anyways, let's just see. Let's get into this.
Buddy,
Walk me through
John
it.
with Citizen Survival Plan here.
All right,
I
John.
have put together the most basic list if you are interested on getting prepared for emergencies. I've put 15 items together here, and they are my picks that if I can only have basically one of everything that I had, or it had to go on like a reduced list, if you were just trying to get prepared right away, these are the items I've personally picked out. I'm going to link them all below. Keep in mind, some of mine are going to be slightly different in the links because just some of my equipment is just discontinued or if they changed the product just a little bit here and there.
I hear affiliate marketing.
let's jump right into it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to want to can.
Can I just quickly say, guys, be careful when people are throwing links around in videos because they get paid to advertise certain people's stuff and they might not even know if the gear is any good. Like, try to remember, guys, a bug out bag, like an emergency preparedness kit bug out bag, this thing's going to keep you alive for as long as it possibly can to get from point A to point B. So, like, and point A and point B might be quite a distance. So, I, I'm going to set up.
Canteen. Simple enough, not too expensive. This is a 2-quart. I like 2-quart canteens for when you're really going. 1 quart sometimes just isn't enough. Really great product. It's got a strap so you can carry it. It's perfect.
That wouldn't have been my first choice for water. I mean, I understand the canteen and stuff, but that wouldn't have been my first choice for containment. But okay, I mean, I do own a canteen, but that wouldn't be my primary source. A hydration pack would have been my primary source. But maybe he has more. I don't know.
Next, food. You're going to want freeze-dried food, and all this stuff that I'm going to kind of bring out in the next minute or two here is it's all going to work together, so just bear with me. This is the freeze-dried food you're going to want. I'm going to link I'm going to recommend you get 2 of these buckets, and I'll link them below.
What did he just say? Hold on, hold on. Hold on. What did you? I was taking a coffee. I'm sorry. Freeze-dried food. Everyone talks about freeze-dried food. I did not eat that. What did he just
It's
say?
all going to work together, so
I
just bear
hope
with
so.
me. This is the freeze-dried food you're going to want. I'm going to link 2. I'm going to recommend you get 2 of these buckets, and I'll link them below.
Did he just say 2 fucking buckets? Oh, I shouldn't have sworn. Sorry, guys. Okay, 2 buckets. Do you know how much two guys, that's 2 hands of buckets of food. What are you gonna do with all that? Remember, you gotta carry all this stuff, right? Guys, remember, this is stuff you're supposed to be carrying. Okay, so he's got 2 quarts of water and 2 buckets full of freeze-dried food. Oh, got a big backpack. 2
Two
Oh my God.
GMRS radios. This is my recommended radio. This is the GMRS 9R. I like it because it's waterproof. It's really a done well radio. The battery connections are all really
Oh my
nice.
God.
And
Okay, I'm gonna. Wow, this guy's not gonna do well. I can already tell you this isn't gonna end well. I mean, oh, this isn't gonna end well. I can already see where this kind of guy. See, I have a feel my first video is about to be introducing you to someone that doesn't have a damn clue what he's talking about. I can almost guarantee this guy probably hasn't done long time bush survival, or even short term, if I'm being honest. First of all, look, these radios, did you notice the backpack he took off it? So let me show you that again. Okay, you see this battery pack that came
are
off
all
it?
really
See
nice.
it? It's a separate battery casing right there. So you need a bank charger, a base charger to charge that radio. It only charges with a base charger. Well, if you're in a bug out situation, how are you charging this? That make like Guys, if you're gonna buy anything, you make sure it runs on batteries. Okay? You make sure it runs on batteries. Okay? It's good to have a set of rechargeable batteries on you as well, but again, no power. Like you might come across someone that's got a generator or something where you're able to recharge batteries. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But those are slim. Focus on batteries, okay? And yes, I know it sounds like you gotta buy a lot of batteries. Yes, you're gonna have to, if it's a bug out situation, they fit in a Ziploc bag. Crazy. Okay, so we're using, oh my God, this is gonna be horrible. Okay, guys, so we got 2 quarts of water, 2 buckets of freeze-dried food, and 2 radios that require a charging bank to charge that plugs into the wall. Next.
And they're not expensive at all. Get
Yeah,
2 of
because
them so you
they're
can
not good.
communicate with someone else. You can also listen to FM radio on this.
Oh my God.
This is another item, a good backpack.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
discontinued.
What are you going to do with
This
this
is the Midway
backpack?
backpack. It was my favorite. Again, I'm going to.
This is not a bug out pack. This is not a bug out pack. This is what you buy for school. You don't buy this for bugging out. I have a backpack like this I take out and I go maybe for about a week. 2 weeks in the bush with it. I'm very experienced in the bush though, but it does not hold very much, guys. This can't hold anything.
Link another one that I recommend
This can't
down
hold
in the
anything.
description. It will just be slightly different, but a backpack for sure.
Do not purchase a backpack of that. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a bug out video, a bug out bag video.
Going
Oh
into
my God.
light, and this is sort of in like kind of like security because we're trying to check all bases here. This is a 5,000 watt rechargeable flashlight. This is great for just needing it around the house if the power's out.
There's that word again, guys. Rechargeable flashlight. Now, I think I know this light because it's a husky. Is that the, am I reading that? No, it's a nurse. Oh, I don't know what that is. I thought it was a husky. It looks like a husky. It looks like a husky light, but it looks like an N to me, and maybe Nusky. That's weird. Okay, Nusky. That must be a new brand.
This is also really good for security purposes. When someone gets hit with a really, really bright light like that, they might
I'm
just
right. It's
be like,
husky. Yeah, it's husky. That's what I thought. Okay, I just can't read. My eyes are bad, guys. All right, so it's a husky brand. I did know this light. So this is rechargeable, but it also should, if this is the one I think it is, it also takes batteries as well. So I can understand why that would be good. I would take one of those too, get the charge and the other one. So,
I'm gonna move.
but wouldn't get one this big. I would, if, anyways, put a headlamp on. If you're gonna bring anything, bring a flashlight, but bring a headlamp. Okay, headlamps are more important than a flashlight. A flashlight's good to have, but if you had to choose between the two, choose a headlamp. Okay.
Move on. Really nice. I'll link this. This is a Husky, and it's got a rechargeable. It also has a bracket you can put in, and you could just run it off AA's. But I like it rechargeable for the next reason.
But I would suggest bringing a flashlight. Oh, well, flashlights. You can get small, really good small ones. I have a tack light. It's really small, fits in my hand, and this thing is bright as you could ever imagine it to be. And where I live, believe me, you walk in the dogs, you might come across a pack of wolves. So you want a bright light.
You're going to want some power. This is a Jackery 300.
Oh my God. Is this guy for real? Oh, jeez. You're bringing a power pack with you? Remember, guys, you're bugging out. Where are you carrying all this stuff?
This is a nice little power station
Stupid.
for at night when you want to plug like a lamp or something into it. Recharge your radios, obviously. It's just going to be necessary to have
Apparently.
a little bit of electricity. This is sort of the bare minimum power.
Okay, so this guy is building this pack knowing there's going to be no electricity. Are you guys understanding this? So how are you recharging all of this? Does he not realize this is going to run out of power too? And how are you carrying all this stuff? This is stupid.
Power requirement that
This is
I would recommend.
Stupid.
To go along with this, we
Suggestions.
are going to need a solar panel.
Oh my
Now-
God. Oh my God. Why not have a solar panel too? I'm trying to quit smoking right now. This guy's making me do it more. It's a horrible habit. A solar panel.
Now, this one is discontinued, but I will link one that
'Cause
goes
it's
to the
stupid?
Jackery 300 that I just had.
Guys, this is stupid. What are you supposed to do? Take this thing up and go set it up so it charges how long would it take to charge the backpack with solar?
You're going to need to recharge
It doesn't even matter. How are you going to carry all of this stuff? This is
it.
ridiculous.
We're going to assume the power's out, and this is
This
great
is
for emergencies.
ridiculous.
You can always recharge off the sun.
Oh my God. I definitely need a drink.
Let's do one more light. This is a little personal light that
I agree with that.
not necessarily the most high power, but it's bright enough just for everyday use.
Not
It
like
runs
you.
off AA. It's the Streamlight Pro Tac AA. This
haven't
is
talked
one of
about
my
carry
favorite
lights.
carry lights. It's nice and thin in your pocket, and it's pretty bright. And if you
Mine's
got
not
into a
but-
building or something and the power went out, you'd definitely be able to find your way out with this. It's a really nice light. Let's go into water here. If I was only going to have one filter and you were just trying to get prepared now, I would go with the Katadyn. This is the bag it comes in, and this is the pump. I'm not going to pull the tubes out and everything. This is a water purifier. You can purify any water with it. It's going to be necessary.
Okay, guys. I'm mixed about this one. If you got a proper backpack, take it. But just keep in mind, those water filters also require filters. So if you're buying one of those water filters to purify your water, you got to make sure you buy extra filters with it because the filter will go bad after a while. Another good thing to look at for water purification is called a gravity filter. Okay, it actually feeds through gravity. So that is a good water purifier to get. Okay, filter is easily cleaned. So that's something to look at because it doesn't require you to purchase so many extra parts. You just buy the setup and you can filter from there. I can also gonna make a video of how you can use the natural elements to be able to build a filter yourself. Okay, so if you don't have any of this stuff around, there's ways to build filters naturally with charcoal and sand and you're able to filter water with it, okay? So you always want to boil your water, guys. Even if you filtered the water, boil it, okay? Because filters do not kill everything. They don't get rid of everything. Believe that, okay? So boil your water, make it a habit.
Necessary to be making clean
But I
water.
know that filter requires a filter. Like you need a backup filter for
This is
that,
a
right?
medical kit. Mine's going to be a little bit different in the description, obviously, because I don't even know if I can find this anymore. But it's going to have all the recommended medical stuff in it that I think you should have.
Okay, that's called a day tripper. Just so you know, that's known as a day tripper medical kit, and I will pretty much bet you that doesn't have everything you need to be in the bush with. I can think of a few things you're gonna need that, and a few things in that kit you won't need. Okay, I'll go through a video and make a medical kit for you that you're gonna want because there's a lot of stuff people don't think about.
There's a Gerber multi-tool. Good to
Yes,
have just a little tool on you,
that's
just
good.
for being able to unscrew where batteries go into some of your equipment or whatnot. It's just
Jesus Christ, him and his
basic, basic,
batteries.
basic tools. Really, really, that's going to be
I haven't heard this guy mention a tent or some kind of a fire starter yet. I mean, have a sleeping bag. Has anyone, like, for warmth, has anyone heard this? Like, I haven't heard anything like
definitely
this.
on my recommended list.
This is your 15 remember, this is your 15 crucial items for preparedness.
This is a propane cook stove. You're going to need to boil water, as mentioned, with the freeze-dried food. You're going to have water purifier to purify it so you can rehydrate and you can boil it because you need to make hot food. Yep, this is just mine is a Tech Sport, and the Coleman's or what, I might link a Coleman below, but one of these definitely have it. And then to go along with that, we're going to need propane. I
Propane.
recommend, and this is done in the budget for
What is your
$2,000 or under. Have 8
He's getting you to spend $2,000 on this garbage? Holy shit.
of these, at least bare minimum 8 for cooking.
Sorry. Guys, did he just say 8 of those things?
8 of these, at least bare minimum 8 for cooking.
8? Where are you carrying this stuff? Guys, where are you going with this? Are you walking? He just said earlier there's no electricity. Where is he walking? Where are you going with all of this crap? Oh, Jesus, this is stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
This one is in
Stupid.
security, kind of with your lights and stuff. If I was gonna just have one firearm, and I thought about this the most probably for this video, I
Oh
would get
God,
a
here we go.
Glock 26. This is going to be good for defending yourself.
Is this guy preparing you for, like, are you stuck in the city? Is that what this is about? And is that where you think you're gonna stay? And let me tell you something about the Glock, Mr. Firearm, my friend. It's a thing called limp wrist, and if you shoot that gun with a limp wrist, so a beginner shoots that, what happens is the gun will jam. They're known for it. Hmm. Okay.
It's
I'm just
nice
gonna try
and
to get
little,
through this
and
video,
it can go
guys.
inside. And I'm going to link
This is
this out. This is my
ridiculous.
favorite concealed carry holster.
Oh
This
my
is the
God.
I think it's an
This is
amberide. I'll
this
definitely link
hurts.
it. And
This
this is
hurts.
inside the waistband for your Glock 26. This can be concealed carry and home defense if you need. The gun comes with 3 magazines, and this one takes the 26 will take any other like extended Glock double stack mag. So you can put up to a 33 round mag in this. That would be a little bit ridiculous, but you could do it and really use it for
This whole video's been ridiculous. Why stop now? Like,
home defense. I thought about this one probably the most. At one point,
it
I was thinking
sounds
maybe a
like it.
22 rifle,
You did not
but
put a lot of
when it
thought
comes
in
to
everything
defending
else.
yourself and your family, I'd want at least a 9mm pistol if I was just going to have one thing. This is, again, a bare minimum list.
Well, this is something
With
else.
that, I priced out about 3 boxes of ammo. This is the recommended ammo. Let me get that straight. This is Gold Dot Personal Protection. I'll link it below. This is what you're going to carry. And maybe you use something like this, Blazer, ammunition, CCI, Blazer, just for practice and stuff, or to have a couple extra boxes on hand. I priced it out to get under $2,000 with having the ammo with everything that I've included.
Jesus Christ.
This goes along with
$2,000.
the
$2,000 and this guy hasn't touched on anything.
Cadet, and I should have
Not like in comparison to what you need.
mentioned this. I'm counting this as just one item, a filter with the Cadet in.
This is
Lighter. You got to
ridiculous.
light everything. You got to light everything for propane or anything if you need to start a fire. I'd get like a 5-pack of just some big lighters.
Yeah, sure, that's it, right?
The last thing on my list, and again, this isn't in order
This
for
is
any
bad.
particular reason at all,
This is
I would at
bad.
least have a solar shower. You could fill this up out of your Catalin maybe if you really just need to take a shower.
Is he
Hot
for
days,
real?
everyone is just miserable. A shower could really boost your spirit and something like that. Again, this one may be a little bit different when I link it out, but yeah, definitely having one of these is bare minimum. Hygiene's going to be important when you are
I agree,
in
but
an
you don't need a
emergency
shower with
situation.
you.
I think that's going to wrap it up for everything.
Oh,
That's
you need to
15
wrap it up.
items. I am counting the Glock handgun and the holster as one. That's kind of one item. It is 2, but we're counting as one. And also, this is one item. I need an extra filter with the cat. There's one filter that comes with it. I definitely have a spare. The Hiker and Hiker Pro filters are the same. So
This is ridiculous, guys.
I hope that helps everybody.
It did not.
This list was sort of made as, if I had
Bullshit.
nothing and I had, less than
Nothing?
$2,000 to get prepared,
Okay.
this is what I would do. This could change slightly in the future,
I hope so.
but I think for right now,
Okay, guys, so this guy. Okay, how do I even begin to rate that video? Because that video was bad. I'm sorry. I'm not even out here trying to attack anybody, but that was like, oh my God, that was bad. That was hard to watch bad. Okay, okay, I have to give him, honestly, I mean, guys, like, I got to keep it real here. It just, the whole thing doesn't make sense. It doesn't go together. I give this guy, honestly, I hate to do this to this guy because this is going to come off like I'm on the attack, and I'm not on the attack, but I got to give a very serious rating from a survivalist to, I don't know what that was, a planner? I don't know. Is he a prepper? Is he a planner? I don't even know what the hell to call that. I just, guys, I'm debating here between a 1.3 and like a 1.6 or 7, and I'm really fighting over this right now because he doesn't deserve the 1.7. Now, I don't want to be mean and give a 1.3, and I give a 1.5, and I think I'm no, that's still too high. It's still too high. It's still too high. I'm gonna give it a 1.2. I'm gonna give it a 1.2. I'm gonna tell you why I gave it a 1.2. Okay, this is why. Fuck, there's so many things wrong with that video. So many things wrong with that video. Okay. Again, this is my first video, guys, doing this, so please bear with me if I'm, with the airs. Okay. First of all, did anyone see any type of a hatchet or a survival knife of any kind? No. Your fire source was a lighter, not a magnesium flint starter, flare rod, nothing like that. Okay. Um, or fire rod, whatever you want to call it. Everyone's got different names, so it doesn't make a difference. Okay, a ferro rod, sorry, not a flare rod, a ferro rod, or fire start. It doesn't make a difference. The fire rods, we all call them differently. Okay, your backpack was pathetic. Your water source should have been a hydration pack because you can only carry 2 quarts of water, whereas I can carry about, 7, 8 liters of water in my hydration pack, which just connects to my backpack and runs a straw right over to me. I can use the creatine, which is attached to my backpack as well as a secondary source for water. Your water filtration system is not bad. The only thing why I wouldn't recommend it is because there's too many mechanisms in that filtration system that can break, meaning the pump system. When you're pumping it, you can break that. Okay. It happens in the bush. It happens more often than you think. Okay, guys. So be careful with anything that's got too many mechanisms. The more objects or the more parts that move that can break, right? Basically, the more parts that can move, the more parts that can break. Okay, so you want to keep things as a back out, and when you're in the bush and you're surviving, you want to keep things where they don't break on you. Okay, because there's no repairing them. Um, he brought a lighter. I mean, I know bring a lighter too. I have lighters too, but that is like not my. I have every type of fire source you can use. On top of that, did I see a tent? Where's your tent or even a tarp? What are you doing? There's no saw of any kind, rather it be a folding hand saw, which I'm not all for those things, guys. I can show you why in another video, but at least some kind of a saw. Something. The guy acknowledged there was going to be no power. He even acknowledged you have to might make a fire, which I was questioning, is he talking about doing this all just in the city? But he wasn't. He was even saying you might have to make a fire, meaning you might have to go into a more woods area. So then why are you packing all of that stuff that is useless to you? That's not going to keep. Listen, guys, there's 3 things in the bush that you got to pay attention to if you have to go into survival mode. The first one's the elements, okay? The elements in which the conditions are going to provide to you. You're going to have to face these elements, okay? Meaning heat, cold, okay? You need fire to element the cold. If it's rain, you got to stay dry. Okay, these are the things you have to take into consideration. Elements play a major role here. Secondly, okay, your food source. You got to stay nourished, so you need a food. But your most important one is water. You're going to need water. Even this guy, he had, what did he have on it? Eight or two huge containers full of freeze-dried food. No fishing line, no paracord, uh, nothing. Nothing to hunt with. He brought a little Glock. If you go into the bush with a little Glock and you come into a real animal, you'd be surprised how many bullets that Glock's going to take before it kills it. You come across a bear, you're going to unload that entire clip before that thing, and that thing's still going to be coming at you. So I just, that is not a very realistic scenario. And I don't know where this guy lives, so I'm sure his scenario is different. But I can tell you one thing, if a bug out scenario really does have to happen, okay, and you live in the city, don't think you're bunking down. If you're a prepper and you live in the city, do not think you're going to be staying in the city very long, eh? Your prepping is going to turn into bugging out very quickly. And guys, once you become a bug out, once you bug out, you're no longer a prepper anymore. You're a survivalist. So you better have your skills out there a lot more home than I think this guy does, because I can tell you right now, Citizen Survival Plan, I believe his name was John. John, from Celtic Survivalist to you ain't never been in the bush before. I don't think you have ever done any real survival of any kind. I don't even think you have even put any of your gear to the real test. I think you going out and surviving requires you to go into a camper. So I'm not trying to insult you, bud, but I think you need to home in on your skills a little bit better than that, because that 15 whatever survival thing, it is not going to work, not one way whatsoever. Guys, if you're listening to this and you watched that video and you stayed in for the whole thing, first of all, thank you very much for staying through the whole video. I appreciate that. Give me a like and subscribe. I'd love it. If you want to hear part 2 to the joke, just hit that part 2 in the comments. I'll tell it to you. It's a really funny one. It's not what you think. And if you did watch this video, guys, do not listen to anything he just said to you. That will get you killed out there. you'll die. Okay? All right, guys, till the next video. Thanks for stopping in. Celtic Survivor is going to be out of here, and Celtic Survivalist, actually. I almost did Survivor. But I'm out of here, and to the next video. All right, thanks for stopping in, and talk to you later, guys.